Hey there, my name is Fresonis and welcome to this TLC Phase 2 preview. They released a new community crunch and in it there was a new preview of one of the creatures that are getting the update and is coming with TLC Phase number 2. And this TLC number 2 update should be coming to PC in March, and for the console I'm not sure if it will come in March because they are already running behind with TLC Phase number 1 for console. Yeah, they now say that it should be on console the 22nd or the 23rd of February, so you still have to wait a little bit longer if you play on console. But let's check out this new preview. It's the preview of the Raptor, and here you can see it face to face with the old one. On the left is the new one, and the left one looks more detailed. You can clearly see the nostrils now, they are big. And for the first time the Raptor can now hear. At least aren't those the ear holes behind its eye over there? I think they are. If not, yeah, correct me in the comments below because, yeah, I don't know that much about them. But the scales also look different. On the new model the scales are smaller and, yeah, differently placed. On the arms you can see the big scales are now gone. The smaller scales look good on it and I think it suits it perfect. Also the teeth seem to be a little bit longer on the new model. But yeah, since the quality is a little bit bad of the picture, I cannot clearly zoom in and show it. But it seems that they overlap a little bit of the on the jaw. And on the second picture you can clearly see that the head of the new Raptor model is thinner, at least at its snout, than with the old Raptor model. And also the feathers, yeah, you can clearly see that there are more feathers now in it, more detailed. The new model also seems to have a little bit more booty, but I think maybe we get a little bit tricked with the eye, because the old one, yeah, light shines on its butt and with the new one it doesn't. And I think we got a little bit tricked, as you can see with the third picture. And in this third picture I don't think there is a big difference between the bodies. I think we get tricked because of the shade effects on the body of the old one. Compared with the new one, it doesn't have that, and that's why I think it looks a little bit more heavier on the booty over there. But you can also nicely see the small scales on its feet now of the new model compared with the bigger scales on the feet of the old one. I think the new eye also looks better because it has now black around the iris instead of white. Hello Simba. So yeah, you just heard Simba waking up right next to me. And the Raptor's abilities are also getting updated, so it now receives a small pack bonus. The pack leader will be able to do a special vocalization that will increase the pack's damage resistance, movement speed and attack speed for 50 seconds. And it has a 45-second cooldown, so you can do it once every minute. It will also receive a pounce ability that allows you to jump and pin down players and smaller creatures. And I think that is really cool. And once pounced upon, the Raptor can use its bite attack to quickly kill its prey. This could be useful for PvP, but I would love to see the Raptor being able to latch onto bigger creatures. For example, a Diplo, Bronto, Giga, T-Rex. Latch onto its side and kill it with a group of Raptors like that. So that's it for the Raptor, and let's go on to the next creature. And next up is the Sarco, and the Sarco snout is totally different now with the new model on the left compared with the old one on the right. And also the legs, the front legs, it looks more scaly than with the old one. So the scales have been changed, the color regions have been changed as well. At least it seems to be a little bit different. And if you go to the second and the third picture, it seems that the new model is standing a little bit different. And also the back legs are more muscled and more beefier than the old one. Also the back of the head and the neck of the new model looks more beefier, and I think it looks good. And it seems to be also a little bit longer than the old model. I drew a line on the new model, and when I dragged it to the old model, it seems to be indeed that the old model is shorter, even though its head is turned a little bit more towards us. I think the old model is still a little bit shorter than the new model. And of course the Sarco is also getting new abilities. It will get 3 new attacks. One of the attacks is a grab and roll attack, also known as the death roll. With smaller creatures the Sarco will be able to grab and roll with them in its mouth, while with larger creature it will grab on and spin aggressively. I'm not sure how that will look like on a bigger creature, because you grab a bigger creature and then you just spin around. But what happens to the meat where you bite in? Will the meat tear apart or something? I don't think we will see any flesh tearing, but it is nice that the death roll attack is being added, because it is a typical crocodile attack that you can still see with the modern crocodiles, and I think it suits perfect for the Sarco. And the other attack is a 180-degree attack wherein it can attack something directly behind itself by swinging its body around and biting behind itself. And oh my god, that is going to be crazy. But I think it is nice that this will be added, because the Sako, if you are behind it, it will just spin around and you can easily kill it. Well, not anymore with this, because it will turn around and it will bite you. And the last new attack is a short launch attack, where it will be able to launch forward to take its prey by surprise. And with this new attack, I think the Sako can launch forward for about half its body length, or maybe its full body length, but no crazy stuff like the Kyprosuchus. Also, piranhas will leave the Sako alone now, and the Sako will prefer fish meat over regular meat for taming, and when in idle it will rest with its mouth open in a permanent toothy grin. And then we only need some small birds to clean the teeth of the crocodile. And then it is time to check out the new Argentavis. Oh my god, this new model, the new head, it looks amazing. At least in my opinion. I already know that some people hate the new model and others love it. Well, I love it because the beak, it looks more like a hawk beak, and the eyes, check the eyes. The pupils of the new model's eyes are already bigger than the old eyes. It is crazy, but I think it looks amazing. And it looks a little bit more like a vulture now, and that is because in real life I believe the Argentavis was also more kind of a vulture. And I like that the feathers on its head are more standing up now. And then the second picture where they are flying. You can clearly see the difference in size of feathers of the new one and the old one. The new model has really big feathers on its wings, and the old one, yeah, it is different. And the old one also has a sharper angle at the end of the wing, and the new one, it is different. And the talons, well, maybe it's the angle of the picture, I don't know, but the talons seems to be also a little bit different. And the color regions of the new model are also different compared with the old one. And yeah, I think I like the new model, especially the face. I really like that update of the face. And for many people, the Argentavis is already an essential creature with its high health, weight and stamina. And this will get better. First off, the Argentavis is getting a new saddle, and this saddle is amazing, really. It gets reduced weight for obsidian and various other materials. And also it will function as a smithy, and oh my god, how awesome is it to have a bird that will act as a mobile smithy. I think that is amazing. Just like the beaver is also a mobile smithy, now the Argentavis will be a mobile air smithy. Oh my god, I think that is amazing, really, I love this. And the Argentavis will now be able to carry 2 additional passengers, and not on a saddle, no, one in its claws like it can do now, and also one in its beak. Oh my god, isn't this amazing to hold the player in its beak? And I wonder what will this be for PvP. Will you be able to swoop in and pick a player up in your claws and in its beak and fly away? And can we do that in the air as well? Oh, I can't wait to check it out. The Argentavis will now also be able to carry heavier creature in its talons than it can do now. Well, in its beak it will only be able to support the weight of smaller creatures and humans. And will this mean that we can finally carry a Doedicurus in the talons of the Argentavis? Oh, I hope so, I hope so, I hope so. And the final ability it will get is when you consume a corpse, the Argentavis will receive a rapid health regeneration, making this vulture a formidable aerial tank. And the last preview I can show you is that of the Spino. And the Spino, I think this will also be the last creature for TLC Phase number 2. They also announced the Megalosaurus, Placio and the Carno. I think they will come in Phase number 3, but maybe I'm mistaken and maybe they will put them also in Phase number 2. But the new Spino, I think it looks awesome, really. I think it looks really awesome. The old model has little scales all over the body, and the new one, well, it is different scales, different sizes, and just, yeah, check the back of the head, the neck, it has more details. And also the Spino can hear now. At least I think those are ear holes behind its eye. And yeah, I think it looks much better than the old model. And you can also see that the new model is standing on 2 feet instead of 4 feet like the right one. Well, we're gonna talk about that in the ability section. Because in this second picture you can see it standing on 4 legs again. But check the size, the difference in size. I think the old model is a little bit bigger, and also the head is up higher with the old model compared with the new model. And it seems that the head of the old model is a little bit longer, is a little bit more stretched out compared with the new one. And ever since the Spino has joined the game, it has been a hot debate about the quadruple stand that the old model has now. There are people that like the stance of the old model, that it is running like a dog, and others hate it because it is not true to the real world version of the DINO. And with this TLC update you can now choose to let it walk on 2 legs or on 4 legs. If you let it walk on 2 legs you are slower than on 4 legs, but you will be able to use your front legs to have a claw attack, and you can bite. And yeah, I think you can also bite when it is on 4 legs, but you cannot use the claw attack when it is on 4 legs. And due to its affinity to water, the Spino will receive a buff which applies a bonus to movement speed, turning radius, attack damage and health regeneration when fighting in the water. And it will last for some time after exiting the water. I think it is really cool that the Spino is getting this buff, and when taming the Spino it will prefer prime fish over prime meat, and it has increased chance of gathering prime fish meat. And one last thing that is coming to the game with TLC patch number 2 in March is something for Primitive Plus. For a while now, Primitive Plus fans have been asking about Primitive Plus content for Scorched Earth and Aberration. Well, with TLC patch number 2 they finally add this content to the maps, so then we can enjoy Primitive Plus on Scorched Earth and Aberration as well. Well, that's going to be it for this TLC Phase number 2 preview video. Let me know in the comments below what do you think of the new abilities and models, and also about the Primitive Plus stuff. So that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Leave any thoughts about this video or whatever in the comment below. And as always, if you haven't already and want to see more in the future, then smash that subscribe button like a maniac. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.